I figured out what YouTube needed. It's another overweight guy talking about professional wrestling. That's why this is Rassle Review. I'm Donnie Vagrant, and Raw debuted on Netflix tonight. Start of the new year, so we are going to talk about that. We learned at the beginning that we're going to see Rollins versus CM Punk in the main event. We also see that we are going to see Liv Morgan take on Rhea Ripley and defend her women's title. I'm already stoked. So, and this was a really good night of wrestling, sports entertainment, if you will. Wrestling. It's wrestling. It'll always be wrestling. But it starts with a, of course, the big WWE dramatic intro, Triple H giving the speech. Fucking, there's a new look, everybody's, Netflix. And that's cool. It's whatever. It's a new look. It looks cool. Michael Cole, Pat McAfee, your commentators, and I love them together. Pat McAfee's awesome. He's hilarious. So Triple H welcomes everybody in, and then what do you hear? If you smell what The Rock is cooking, The Rock is there. I mean, they're in Los Angeles. Makes sense. Figures. But he does say bullshit on the air. It was cool to hear that. I mean, usually you only got to hear that when Stone Cold had too many beers and the censor didn't get to it in time. He kisses Netflix ass for quite some time. There's a lot of Netflix ass kissing on this whole fucking shebang. It's all like, all right, we get it. Okay, settle the fuck down. He acknowledges Cody Rhodes in the crowd, and then talks about the match that we're about to see, Solo versus Roman Reigns. Fucking started with this match. This was the first match of the new Raw. Dude. So it's a tribal rules match. It's for the tribal chief position, general manager position that they're fighting for. So, I'm ready for it. I gotta be honest with you. I'm rooting for Solo. I love Solo. And Roman's awesome, but, the whole Hulk Hogan title reign where he held it for like 3,000 days or whatever the fuck. Like, I don't know, man. Just need a little break. But I'm digging it, but whatever. Go Solo. So this is like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's a tribal chief rules. Tribal chief, so anyway, they're beating the shit out of each other. Solo takes a monitor to Roman Reigns' face. Steel chair. So many chair shots. It was so awesome. Solo, my boy, delivered so many chair shots. But then they got back and forth, turned it around, and Roman did get some, and then Roman Reigns pulls out the table. I'm excited. There's a table. There's a fucking table. But then Solo comes up with a fucking kendo stick, gets Roman right in the face. And it's all taunting Paul Heyman, and Paul Heyman, was freaking the fuck out like he does. And then Tonga runs in, stops the count, because Roman puts Solo through the table. He's got it. Comes up, pulls it up, whatever. And then Fatu comes out and just fucks Roman up. And then Jimmy and Sami Zayn come out, even it out. And then I can't read my own handwriting. And you know what? I guess it's not important. But then KO comes out. And, it says badass match. It was a badass match. KO comes out, stuns Roman. And then there's so many damn kickouts in this first match. It's awesome. Here comes Cody. Cody Cutter on fucking Kevin Owens. Then they fight off into the crowd. It's fucking awesome. I love how they did it the last WrestleMania, where like everybody makes an appearance during one match, and they did this for the first match, and it was a smart move because it was instant to get hooked, and there was really no filler tonight. But anyway, Roman Reigns finally gets the win on Solo. You know, this is a great match though, and Paul Heyman is so dramatic, and I love it. Like, you know, he's all like, you know, bowing down in the ring and just like, my tribal chief, and fucking love Paul Heyman. He's so much. And then The Rock comes out, and I don't know what's up. The Rock's looking like he owns like a strip club now that's got like a rough reputation that people are like, yeah, don't, yeah. And then they come out. Oh, they give hugs. Roman and The Rock hugging. So fucking cute. The Roman Empire is back. And then we go to the back and we see CM Punk's doing like these high leg kicks or whatever to prepare for his match. Must be a straight edge thing. I don't know. And then the celeb cam is out all night. And we get to see Gabriel Iglesias. Fluffy. Yay. He's always funny. Ashton Kutcher's there. Michael Che is there. I like Michael Che. Rey Mysterio. And also LA Knight. Well, War Raiders. And then, okay. Here we go. Cena comes out. I got a soft spot for Cena because I am based in Louisville, Kentucky. We're the home of Ohio Valley Wrestling, and it's where I first saw John Cena as the Prototype. And he came out, and God, he's so good on a mic, and just like awesome, like just hypes everybody up. Even mentioned the Prototype tonight, and I thought that was cool. This farewell tour, and he announced that he was going to be in the Royal Rumble this year. So I'm stoked for that. And I mean, you know, it'd be awesome to see him win the Rumble and see him break his record for and become 17-time champ. I would love that. But I don't know if it'll happen, you know. Politics. The politics of wrestling. And then there's a Logan Paul promo, and it just shows, like, you know, how he's like a prick. And he's an awesome heel, though. I love him. I mean, I hate him, but I love to hate him. And then, here comes Liv Morgan. Isn't she the cutest? And she's like tearing people's signs down. Dominic's all like rubbing on. Raquel Rodriguez is there. And you get all hyped up. And then there's a commercial, of course. And then we're waiting for Rhea Ripley. But instead of that, we don't get that for like 20 more minutes because they be drawing the shit out. It says the Netflix there. I feel like that's kind of corny. I feel like there's got to be, like, who came up with that? Was it last minute? Did they need something last minute? It was like, fucking call the Netflix there. I mean, it wasn't called the USA era, you know? I mean, the Netflix there, it's just generic, and you need something like, what, I mean, if it's on Netflix forever, is it always going to be, or you never got to change errors? I'm just saying. And then we go back to Celeb Cam, and we see all the people in Los Angeles, and Seth Green's there. I like Seth Green. And then Macaulay Culkin's there and got the biggest fucking pop out of anybody. It was pretty awesome. O'Shea Jackson Jr. was there. Daniel Fisher. Naomi and Bianca Banks. X-Pac. Shinsuke Nakamura. And then Liv and Dom. Oh, they're so great together. I think Dom is like the best heel. I love how everybody hates him, and like all the announcers are just like, what a piece of trash. And what the fuck was, I mean, all this time, like, was this set? Were they like just like, you know, going out to the ring and wait? Because they must have been out in that ring waiting forever. Like, was it last minute? Did Rhea be like, man, I gotta take a shit? Or like, were they just like, no, this makes sense to fucking make people wait. I mean, if you're in the crowd, it would suck. I mean, like, you're at home, so they're flashing, you know, all their fucking ads, you know, buy this, buy this, buy this, buy this. Anyway, it took forever, but she's so cool. Rhea Ripley looks so cool. I'm a Liv Morgan fan, but I just wanted to watch this match. And for the record, Rhea did turn on Liv first. If you remember back when they were tag team partners, back a little bit, she got tired of Liv losing matches, so she fucked Liv up. So, you know, they try to turn the story where Liv's the bad guy, because, I mean, yeah, she's the heel in this situation. But Rhea started it years ago. Just saying. Women's World Championship on the line. It's going to be I already know it's going to be an awesome match. Regardless of who wins. And she throws Liv to the table. And then Liv comes back in the corner, and so Raquel and Dom distract the ref, and she slams Rhea on the chair, but then Rhea kicks out, and then Liv gives the Three Amigos to Rhea, and then Rhea comes back with a double riptide, winner and new champion, Rhea Ripley. It was an awesome match. And then Dom like all sneaking around and shit, and then he's like trying to get Rhea Ripley hugs, and then Rhea just like kiss him straight in the balls, riptide. And then when she's walking off, for some reason you hear them bells. It's Taker. It's gonna be Taker. Your fucking Kid Rock kind of, you know, they're trying not to turn it up too loud because Triple H don't want to embarrass himself. And Taker just comes out. Rhea Ripley looks at the camera and says something like, oh, like, you know, like, oh shit, this is cool. And Undertaker just comes out, rides his bike around the ring, and then like hangs out with Rhea Ripley. Like, I mean, not like on the mic, they just like are just having like a little side convo. And I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's cool. There's Undertaker riding his motorcycle around the ring for no reason. And then you see Adam Pearce talking to Bayley, and then Chad Gable and American Made. Chad Gable's like, all right, next week I want the best luchador ever, because that's my thing, is having a problem with luchadors now. And he's like, oh, well, all right then, let me go make a phone call. And so it's hyped up. So who could it be, you know? Then we get ready for Jey Uso versus Drew McIntyre. And then we see The Rock on fucking Instagram. His Instagram video just saying hi and leaving. And they say be on NXT tomorrow. And, you know what? I think I'm going to stop writing in cursive. Celebrity cam again. Bill Simmons, okay. Then they show all the Netflix executives and stuff because they have to. Vanessa Hudgens there, Michelle McCool, Damon Control, Myra. And then we get to this match. Then the matches took forever. So, and then they show Travis Scott, and Travis Scott has his own intro music. He's just standing there, and he's fucking smoking a blunt. Like, just smoking a blunt right there on Netflix, WWE RAW. Just smoking a blunt. And then fucking Uso comes out, and they walk to the ring together, and then they show that they have the ref cam, and they really, you know, I didn't really notice the ref cam, like, being utilized at all. I guess it was just a thing. They were like, hey, let's, Anyway, and then Drew J comes out and just eats the fuck out of like Drew. And I used to, hi Gigi, my cat. I used to not like Drew McIntyre because the whole Braveheart gimmick and shit, and just like, whatever, dude. But now that he's just like, I'm ready to beat everybody up. Like, I like him. But, rooting for Uso. And, so he, like, you know, comes out, beats the fuck out of Drew, and then, you know, finally Drew's like, dude, I'm a big fucking dude, you know, bam! And, it's a good match. Drew did a little dance, and then, just like out of nowhere, it's like Drew's whipping his ass, and then Uso just like fucking wraps him up like I guess he was playing possum, and takes it, and then we go see a Gunther promo. Like we don't already know that he's a badass. Like you don't really have to hype him up anymore. Like we get it. Like yeah, he's an incredible wrestler. And then so my boy Fluffy's being interviewed backstage, plugging his Netflix show. Like they love to just plugging, but I like to plug stuff. And I didn't mean that dirty. I mean I plug. If I'm doing something, I plug it. But yeah, he got to plug his stuff, and then New Day came out, and Gabriel Iglesias is like, man, I used to follow you when you guys had cereal, man. Stop it. And then Otis and are they still called the Alpha Academy? I don't know. Comes out, and then they walk away, and New Day says they're not going to watch his special. A little funny bit, I guess. And then it just cuts to Paul Heyman fucking hyping the fuck out of the tribal chief like he does. And then we see Seth just sitting on the couch like, I love it. And then they announce WrestleMania in Vegas. Well, not announced, but, remind us. That's going to be cool. And then Nikki Bella was in the crowd and Tiffany Haddish. Those are the only people that matters. And then all of a sudden, you hear Real American Blast, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, they're bringing out Hogan? And Hogan comes out with Jimmy Hart, who I was happy to see. But Hogan? And Hulkamania's dead. This motherfucker got booed the whole time. He was all pushing his beer. He's like, I'm just here to let you know, brother, I got a new beer out. And everyone's like, boo, fuck you. Like, so many boos for Hogan, man. The times have changed. Well, he's a prick. And then starts kissing Netflix's ass, too. I guess, like, everybody was told to. I can't believe, like, he got booed. I'd love to hear, like, backstage when he walked by. Because you could tell he was, like, he knew he was getting booed, and he just went along with it. And when he got back, he was probably pissed off because he probably thought everybody was going to, I don't know why. And then next week it's announced, they announced a bunch of matches, but I didn't take them all in because I want to, like, I kind of like being surprised, so I didn't write them down so that way I'll forget. Except I did. I'm really excited. There's a street fight between Damian Priest and Finn Balor next week. That's awesome. And then they just show Stephanie McMahon in the crowd. And then Burn It Down comes out. And then they start playing more shit. There's a Saturday night main event coming January 25th. You see the drum can. Cue Living Color. Here comes CM Punk. And, oh, yeah, this was cool, too, when they were talking. Lately, if you've been following wrestling news, on the promos, they had, like, old pictures of the Shield, and they cut out Jon Moxley. So, everyone's like, damn, they just erased him from WWE history. But Michael Cole did acknowledge the Shield and did mention Dean Ambrose, so that was kind of cool. CM Punk comes out, and they just start fighting in the crowd. I'm rooting for Seth Rollins. He's a showman. No disrespect to CM Punk. He's a great wrestler and everything. But, he just gives a big kick in the face, and then Rollins has these back tattoos that remind me of this one adult film star, Sarah J. It's kind of funny. Anyways, he uses Seth freaking Rollins uses the go to sleep on Punk, and then CM Punk uses the stomp, and then Rollins hits another GTS, and then Rollins pedigrees CM Punk on the table. It does not break, but you could tell Rollins like fucked up his knee. And gets him back in the ring, pedigrees him again. Punk kicks out, stomp, 1, 2. Punk's foot's on the rope. He hits him with that go to sleep twice. CM Punk wins the match. And then we see ending credits, which, I don't know, just a little weird for Raw. But overall, it was an awesome night of wrestling. and I plan on watching it and reviewing it until I don't want to anymore. But I enjoyed this. I did longer than I thought. Check out my Facebook page, Donnie Vagrant. Like and subscribe to the YouTube page, please. If that's not enough for you, check out my podcast that I co-host with my partner and my pal, Sean Mandam, and that's called Partners and Pals. And we're on Spotify. Check out my band, The Response, also on Spotify. And like and subscribe to the page. And I'll see you after next Monday.